Hey there guys, I want to really quickly show you a portfolio here where you could, these are stocks I own. These are the lower end of my stocks, under $15 a share. I have 10 positions here, under $9,000, about $8,700 for 10 positions. That's 100 shares of each stock. And with that, you could sell weekly and monthly covered calls on these stocks. And dividends. And I think between them all, you should be able to make close to $400 a month income off of these just under $9,000 worth of stocks, 10 positions. Some of these, do your research. Some of these stocks may not be for you. My theory on these is they're just small positions in my portfolio. My trading portfolio is a little bit under 140K. So so if a $700 position isn't into the world if things go south. But I'm able to turn them pretty fast and make a lot of income, collect those huge dividends. So real quick, Kinder Morgan's a weekly covered call stock. It's under $15 a share. You can sell weekly covered calls on that. And if your strike price is going to get met, so some of these I run the wheel on, some I don't. Mostly I don't. These are mostly stocks I buy and hold. And I try to stay out of the money on my calls. And so Kinder Morgan's one of those. I try to stay out of the money. I sell the weekly option. My strike price looks like it's going to get met, like it got ran up during the week, I will roll it over. Roll it over. I don't buy it back, I roll it over. I don't lose my shares usually unless for some reason I have a hard time rolling it over. And so Kinder Morgan is a weekly option stock. AG&C, a weekly option stock. I do sell the bi-weeklies, meaning 2 weeks sometimes, just to get my strike price for the money I want to return. So for example, if I didn't want to sell the $15 Kinder Morgan, I would push it out for 2 weeks and sell the $15.50, and I would collect the premium for 2 weeks rather than 1 week, because it may just be a penny or something where they're paying for the $15.50. So I do that quite often as well, especially these lower, under $15 a share stocks. AG&C, a weekly covered call stock. I usually probably sell it in a 2-week bi-monthly period. Try to get my strike price I want and get some return. KeyBank. It's another one, another financial stock, and I sell again the weekly covered calls on that. So we're gonna pull these open real fast as I go through them here, so you can see the stock name. Kinder Morgan we talked about, and most of these I do have. No, actually most of these I don't. I didn't sell my calls this week yet. It's Monday evening. I didn't like the prices. They were going down today a little bit. Nothing was really going up, and I didn't really want to sell a covered call. And then tomorrow they run out. So I usually wait for an update to sell my weekly covered calls. AG&C right here. Obviously a very good dividend on those two. KeyBank, another dividend stock. You'll get about a 6.5 percentage return on dividends on these stocks, roughly around there. And so it's a little around $600 a year in dividends. Plus, I think your covered call income is going to be way more than that. So it should be total of around $400 a month, roughly, depending on how close to the strike price you want to sell your covered calls at. And there's KeyBank, Regions Finance. This is a Regions Financial. This is a regional bank stock. Another dividend stock. First Horizon National Insurance Company stock. And I believe this is a monthly covered call stock, and I think so is Regions Financial. Plains All American is a pipeline company, and it is a weekly covered call stock. And so I do have a lot of pipelines and things like that. I think the risk and the amount of return I get off owning these stocks outweighs the risk of owning these high dividend pipeline companies. And so I believe I can pull about a 50% return on this PAA. So for example, if I have one position for about $8, I believe I can make, that's $800 for a position. I believe I can make around $400 off of PAA. Redwood Trust, this is a monthly dividend covered call stock. And so I usually try to wait later in the month. I don't do them necessarily in the beginning of the month unless I see a huge return. ET, another very, very high dividend stock. Very, very high. I own a lot of ET. I'm trying to roll out some of it, wait for the price to go back up. But a lot of times I will sell the the bi-monthly or the 2-week cover call period on ET, just so I don't have to take the next position up in the strike price. Nokia, again, probably another one I sell the 2-week period on. It is a weekly cover call stock, just like ET, and I sell a lot of positions. I sell quite a few positions on Nokia. I've sold it now about 3 or 4 times, and I bought it back. I think I rolled it over as well. Pitney Bowes. The reason I have this such a penny stock is it's a cover call stock and it's a dividend stock, and I believe my return is going to outweigh my risk of owning this penny stock. And that's it. Those are my 10. So it's 1,000 shares, just under $9,000, and you should be able to get, depending on how close you get to the, your strike price on your, if you want to go 2 positions up or 1 position up, obviously you're gonna get more return. Some of these I run the wheel on Nokia. I'm probably gonna run the wheel on PBI, Pitney Bowes, just because I don't really care if I lose them or not, and I just own 1 position on them. So I'm just kind of flipping them and trying to make as much cash as I can, much income as I can. And with all that income, I roll it over and I buy more positions over and over. Roll it, buy more positions. Roll it, buy more positions. Collect all my dividends, collect all my income, and I just buy more. Just keep building bricks and buying positions. And so, today I bought some Ulterior Group, 100 shares. I bought some AT&T, about 15 shares. I bought this PBI today, Pitney Bowes, just in 1 position. Obviously, you can run the wheel on PBI for $265. Now, if you sold the put, you could probably do it for about $250. So I didn't sell the put. I wanted the stock because it's a dividend stock. So I bought it and I sold the call. But I could have started the wheel on at $250, about $250 to start the wheel on PBI. So pretty low entry place. Anybody pretty much that's investing would hopefully have $250 if you're going to start investing. But that's pretty much it. And so I believe I take home right now about 25%, at 25% income, not a return, an income off of my stocks. So I make about 25% with my dividends and my cover call strategy. And so, and again, roll them over, guys. You don't necessarily have to don't freak out. I'm going to lose my stocks. I'm going to lose my stocks. Just roll over the strike price. You buy it back on the same thing. So basically, it's a 2-leg option. Let me show it to you real fast here, so you guys struggle with this. My God, I mean, this really just drives me crazy. These stocks aren't gold. It's not the end of the world if you lose your stocks. You have to buy them back. The income outweighs the risk. The income outweighs the frustration of losing your stock. I mean, aren't we doing this to gain money? Are we doing this to gain money, or are we doing this so you can hold a bunch of stocks? Personally, I want to make money. I don't give a crap what stocks I own, as long as I'm making money. You guys are so oh God, hold on to my stocks. Who cares? It's just stocks. In the end, you're going to sell them some point. So, and you can just buy them back. So if your strike price gets them in occasionally and you can't buy it back, it's not the end of the world. So here's how you would do it. So we're going to go right here, September 21st. I have 1 position. So how to roll that over? You're going to go buy. So I sold a cover call. I'm going to buy it back. Hit select. Pretty tough here, guys. It's amazing how many morons can't figure out how to roll over a covered call. But I've seen guys with millions of dollars that can't figure this tactic out. It's crazy. It's the easiest thing in the world. You roll it over, and obviously you're going to roll it over to the next month. So you just hit the next date. Say if I wanted to roll it over and get the same price at $3 strike price, so then I would sell it. So I've change the date, and then change it to sell, and then I hit that, and so now we have a 2-leg option at the bottom. Okay, and then it says right there, I'm going to get a 2-cent increase, a credit. So obviously I'm not going to do that, and that's not worth it. So but that's how you do it. That number would change when it gets way closer to the end of the period of your option. So right now showing that the 821 It's paying almost the same as the 820 or the 918 as far as, so it's a monthly, so it's got a monthly pay period there. So, that's pretty much it. I mean, again, learn to roll it. It's not the end of the world if you lose your stocks. Calm down. Make the 30% return. Holy cow. Unbelievable. People just don't understand. The easiest, this is the biggest cheat that you could ever find in the stock market. The rest of the market is rigged against you by the market makers. It's rigged against you. It's trying to trick you into moving in one direction or another, and then they're going to pull the rug out from underneath you. If you haven't figured that out yet, you haven't been investing very long. And it's going to happen. Watch, it's going to happen. It happens to every stock, pretty much, at one point or the other. And all these tech people are just shoving money in those tech stocks. That rug is going to get pulled out. And they're going to do is they're going to keep hyping it up, keep having you put your money in there, and they start putting their money in first, and then you follow and push it farther and farther up, and then they wait for it to get to the top, and they sell off, and that's how they steal your money. And then now your stocks are worth 70 cents on the dollar, 60 cents on the dollar. Do you really think Netflix is a $300 company? Seriously? Seriously. There's 10 other people doing exactly what they're doing. In 2 years from now, it's really going to be worth $260? No, it's going to be worth $45. You figure it out, man. God, you millennials, man. I swear, you millennials need to go back to some type of training. Because honestly, the world did you a disfavor. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I've never seen a group of people that looks at the world so differently, and we're given so much, never had to earn anything in most cases, and that's why you don't value anything, because you never earned anything. So, all right, there's my 2 cents. Have a good day.